Where you at? Matt and I have been hunting for quite some time now, and you know, over the years we always wanted to get, you know, at least a few days, because you know, we used to work together and we went our separate ways.
I left to go to work to Bushnell. He went to go work for Gun Talk Media. So when KJ suggested going back to Oklahoma to do a coyote hunt, I was all in.
We're coming up from South Louisiana. I mean, we have an 11-hour drive. Matt's coming up from Kansas City.
KJ took it upon himself to sight in my rifle.
For this trip, we're shooting Federal Fusion 90 grain MSR rounds. More power, more rounds, you never know what you're gonna get into.
The Federal 224 Valkyrie, now this was a little bit of an unknown to me. I've shot it at the range a little bit, but I have never really put it through its paces to see what it could do.
Before we met up with Matt, we had an opportunity to talk with James about the conservation of coyotes and what we need to do on our part to help thin the herd, because he's a farmer and a rancher, and they really pay a heavy toll on his wallet.
Well, whenever I was a boy, as soon as I got a .22, I wanted to shoot a coyote. This part of the country is just good coyote country. They do well, they thrive here. I like to see them thinned out. Well, you know, as far as the financial part, I mean, we've got a set of cows on some ranch land. When a cow's about to have a calf, she'll generally go off to herself. And I've seen times when there would be 3 coyotes around a newborn calf and a cow, and she's fighting them off. Losing calves gets in your pocket in a hurry. You've kept a cow for a year, and you hope to sell the calf about 6 months after that. If they take that calf out, you've lost 18 months on a cow. You've homed her and fed her, you've taken care of her for 18 months, and he's just pulled that out of your pocket.
We asked him, when's the best time to actually go after coyotes? And he said,
when the snakes aren't out.
So when that temperature starts to heat up, that's probably the wrong time you need to be hunting coyotes. But it gave us an opportunity to take a 410 pump shotgun out and hunt for some snakes.
I was running a little late, had some stuff to wrap up before I left, and when I got there, they weren't around.
I want that rattle, but I don't want to touch the snake. More ammo is always good.
So KJ and his crew show up, and they've been hunting rattlesnakes.
That'll get you alive. That's a big one too. Oh!
So when I get to camp and they're watching some of the footage and playing it back, I'm blown away. I'm surprised that they're that close to the rattlesnakes, and I'm going, what is going on with these guys?
Oh my gosh.
You gotta hold that one up.
What? There's two snakes.
And quite frankly, I was a little glad I wasn't there.
Day one. Our first set, Matt and I have killed a dog there before, and so I've got a lot of confidence in this spot. So I'm on the call, I'm making a few calls, and it feels good. Then all of a sudden the wind dramatically switched, which is horrible because what's happening is the coyotes want to circle that call. And so when the wind switches on you, you've got to really be on your A game, and lucky enough, a coyote came in. but something didn't feel right. He was out as quick as he came in.
Get him.
The gun goes off. I pivot towards the dog. I watch him clear the brush. Tail's down. He's hauling. I'm going, okay, that had to be a miss.
Oh my God, I want to call your ass out. It sounded like a hit. It looked like a hit. He should have been piled up right there. I hit him. I swear I hit him. Then we went back and we looked over on replay, and it looked like a hit. It looked like a high hit though, and so I'm pretty sure I probably just gave that dog a haircut.
I felt like the shot was a little back, but he was moving out.
Honestly, the rest of the day can be explained in 10 seconds because nothing happened after that. It was set after set after set of, honestly, like defeat until the last set.
So we'll pull up in here
Yeah.
and then park the truck like right there, and then we'll just walk that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's smarter.
okay. I'd put the call, honestly, I'd put the call right around here because I've got a feeder here. I'd put the call here, you here, looking back this way.
Okay.
Because anything that's coming here is gonna come around and it'll probably hit you.
We think this is probably gonna be our best chance. The wind had calmed down. It's a little bit nicer. So we set up to make a call in KJ's new lease.
We sat there 15 minutes, nothing. Then all of a sudden, Jace, my cameraman, starts kissing at me. There's a dog coming in hot, right at the call. And before I could get on him, Matt breaks a shot. And another shot. And another shot. And another shot. And one more because he was mad. This is all we got. This is our Hail Mary. This is throwing everything into one bucket, and Matt kicked over the bucket.
Calm down, man. It's getting hot up in here.
Oh, sunrise day 2. The cold sucked. The plan was to head to a property that we hadn't hit yet, and you walk outside and the weather has completely switched. The night before, we look at the weather, it's 55 degrees throughout the day, partly cloudy, and it turns into rainy, drizzly shit. Well, 2 things. What I said earlier about sucking,
I don't think it's gonna get any calmer.
it's not gonna get any better right now.
Thanks a lot, Jessica.
It's just going downhill. The weather especially, the weather was creating havoc for our cameras. Our lenses were freezing over, the microphones were freezing. All we could think about was, we've got to get a dog on camera. Not true. Got set. I thought Matt screwed up his call. He gets in there and he starts calling, and I could have swore he turned on a pig call because that's all I heard was him calling a distressed rabbit and a pig squeal. And I asked him after, what was up with your call? And he goes, that wasn't me.
I thought that was you. No, that was not me.
Our coyote hunt turned into a hog hunt.
You just don't know when you're gonna bust these hogs.
We know the general location of them, but you don't know what you got until you go look, right?
We started to get a little bit higher in elevation. We come up a little bit higher, and I look to my left, and the thickets just erupt with hogs.
And the entire mesquite brush thicket exploded. hogs running everywhere.
Got him.
Coming across the ridge.
Boom, 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 boom.
And that's how fast it can happen.
It was like stepping on a covey of quail.
We don't care about spots around here. A hog is a hog is a hog. You can tell how many was in that group. I don't know if you guys were even rolling. There was what, maybe 50? Right there? Yeah, I'll get him. The little ones just scattered. Big ones know, just run. Little ones just get confused because they don't know where mama is or papa. Papa pig, papa pig. Matt was on my left and I didn't want to swing and cover him. So we're dealing with freezing drizzle mixed with a little bit of rain, and I can see.
Our oleophobic coating makes those beads nice and big, and then you're able to wipe that off. But that was what my glass looked like the whole time I was firing at those hogs. And you know, I feel like I was at a disadvantage.
I might have fired a few more than I said I did. Matt, like out of the blue, goes, wait, there's some more, there's some more. They're right over there.
Yep, there they go. 4 or 5 on the ridge to run to the left. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're moving to the left.
Here, stop, stop, stop. These hogs charge right at Matt. They made a mistake.
Tight quarters, boys! Get them!
We would pick off a few here, and then all of a sudden we'd see some clear the brush, and so we'd have to run around. Nope. Nope.
It is a frenzy. Guns are going off. Valkyrie 224s are ripping through the woods.
You really have to communicate with each other.
Where? You son of a... Coming back at you. Where you at? Hold, stop, stop. Coming at you.
He's going right.
Just like coyotes, you know, the financial burden they place on the cattle, hogs do the same exact thing to their crops. So whenever you're looking at reasons why you need to shoot pigs, even the little ones, that's the reason why you do it. You do it to try to control populations.
There's a future.
The 224 Valkyrie,
Devastating.
That was quite possibly the best feeling I'd had in the last 48 hours.
Who's glad they reloaded?
at the end of the day, it's not about body count. It's not about, you know, who missed and who hit. It's about being in that moment and spending time with your hunting buddies, however far they are away from you.
Hunting's always about the adventure. You never know what's gonna happen. You hope for the best. The fact of the matter is, it's not gonna stop us from doing it today. It's not gonna stop us from doing it tomorrow. And once you get to go out with your friends and do it, it brings on a whole different meaning.
It's really about actually spending time together, having a couple laughs.
It's hard to call in coyotes when you got these sitting here like booing you or making fun of you.
We went from coyote calling to cow tipping.
Jerks.
You know, it's just about getting out and enjoying your environment and taking those little opportunities that you get when you're in the field. But always remember, be in the moment. I'm done. I'm tired of talking.